Ladies and gentlemen, as you may be able to gather, I receive tons of questions on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, every day we get so many questions that I oftentimes miss a few, some fall through the cracks. I'm not able to answer every single one of them. However, one of the most common questions that I get, it may be the most common question that I get that relates to all the practicality associated with what I share, is going to get addressed in this video. So the question is this: how can I help? What can I do to get involved in the effort to combat the wickedness that we are seeing formulating in this nation and all around? And so the answer to that question is actually very simple. We're going to start it with a couple of things. Number one, I want you to go to the show notes that are actually, we don't call them show notes on YouTube. They're in the comment section. I have a link in YouTube. I have a link to a video that I'd like you to watch that I did this morning. It was a live update that I did that talks about the subject of spiritual warfare and how we navigate through it. It's a great video. I'll also link it to the end of this video if you're watching on YouTube. It's a long video, but it's worth the watch. You can hit the fast forward button. I think we start around the 15-minute mark. It's great. I would strongly encourage you to watch that video. I think it'll be very useful. The other thing is this: do it one bite at a time. One thing at a time. Find one issue, find one thing, find one place that you can get involved with and get involved with it. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Start attending city council meetings. Offer public commentary when you're allowed to offer commentary regarding an issue that you want to take a stand for. Make sure you are at your school board meetings. When something comes up at these school board meetings, don't let these corrupt individuals get away with doing with what they have been doing. I'm going to show you a video of an example of how to do this in just a second, and it's going to blow your mind. You're actually going to be pretty blessed. And the other thing that I would tell you is this, and I think it's very, very important. Learn how to start requesting public documents using the Freedom of Information Act. Now, we're going to give you some more information on this to come over the next few weeks. We're going to show you how to do that so that you can get involved and begin to hold people accountable. But one of the best things you can do is attend to these meetings and speak up. Now, one of the greatest examples that I have of something that happened recently, to be very specific, this happened last night. My dear friend Charlie Kirk went out with a group of people who were wanting to stand up for their precious children, and he spoke at a school board meeting. And he only had a minute to speak, but watch what he did. And you can learn to do what Charlie did. It's a great example of how we should be fighting. And this is how Charlie Kirk started. So I love this. Watch this video. You guys are going to be blessed. The guy is incredible. God's anointing is upon him. You're going to love this video. Let's watch him.
Good evening. I'm an Arizona taxpayer and employer of over 100 people in this state. I am disgusted that you are lying to the citizens of this state and the people that pay your salaries. You say critical race theory is not in the school district, and then moments later, you have someone come up and use that word, equity. Just last week, the CUSD Summer Equity Symposium was held, and it was, quote, to create systemic change, change your leadership thinking. How about addressing implicit bias for student excellence? If you know anything, just a little bit about where these ideas and these phrases come from, you know that this school district is stomping on the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. This is a racist, vile, and evil ideology that has infected this once great school district. I implore every single member of the school board to actually learn what you are supporting. Equity means redistribution. If you care about skin color, you are a racist. That is a bigoted and awful idea. It is against who we are as Americans. I implore this school district to reconsider. Thank you.
That was powerful. Do you see that? Let me tell you what he did to do that, right? He simply rehearsed a statement, right? Now, for some of you, that might involve you memorizing what you're going to say, but do it with passion. Mean what you say, get out there, be bold, take advantage of the minute. As you can see, that 1 minute that he had, he literally just completely abolished every argument or thought regarding critical race theory, and it was incredibly powerful. You can learn from this example, get involved, plug in, find out where your school board meetings are, attend your school board meetings, look at the all of the agendas that they provide. Find out, start requesting, get involved, and watch God do something great. You can see that. Listen, that school board is in essence going to be taken over by righteousness because of what they just did over there. And you guys can be a part of that in your local school board, your local city council. Get involved, fight the good fight, and watch God do great things. And let me just say this. The greatest effect that we have on our nation starts at the local level. It never starts at the national level. It starts at the local level. So engage in the fight and watch God do something good. And you guys will be tremendously blessed. It's going to be radical. Take a peek at it. Get involved. Watch God do something great. God bless you guys.